Hello and welcome to yet another episode of The Ordinary People, The Top People. Guys, today's guest is someone who has multiple roles in her life. She's a mother, she's a wife, she's a daughter-in-law. But despite all these roles, she also have a very important role in her life, which she was doing voluntarily. But then it got recognized by the authorities, and now she's doing not only for herself, but for the community as well. So in this episode, sit back, relax, and get inspired. Love you all. Hello and welcome to yet another episode of The Ordinary People, The Top People. And today who I'm going to be interviewing is right next to me, Mrs. Aruna Gurung. Could you please tell my viewers a little bit more about yourself?
First, namaste. My name is Aruna Gurung. I'm the Yau Chimong District Councillor, which I was nominated by the Hong Kong government. I would just want to say from this platform to say thank you to the Hong Kong government to nominate me. Say something about my background is of course I grew up in Hong Kong, especially in Yau Chimong District. My father was in the British Army, is a Gurkha soldier. I improved my Chinese at that time when I was only primary school to secondary school actually, because in my school time it's an international school. We have only English language actually, and we also learn Nepali as well. And then the Chinese was rarely we've been taught actually. Then I learned the Chinese, and it's become like it's more easier for me to communicate with the locals. What happened is my husband was in the publication side, and I thought why not I write something, learning Cantonese booklet, and then I try to, write learning Cantonese, for the Nepalese community actually. So I wrote the Chinese language booklet, and then after that I said, this is very important. I should distribute free of charge to the our community as well. And I say, so one of my Chinese friends say, why don't you write a proposal to the government, and then maybe they can help you. And I say, and I wrote the proposal and it was approved, and I was surprised. Then I published 5,000 copy of the small booklet Learning Cantonese, and it was written in English and Nepali, and I distributed to our community, and the government recognized me. After that, after 6 years of being a committee member, in 2012, the government awarded me as the Chief Executive of Accommodation for the award for the community service, especially in 2012, and in 2013 I was the women commission members, commission members from the government select me again, and then I worked for 6 years. This is the volunteer work actually. And then in 2013, I think after that completion that, and in 2013 after the Women Commission, at the same time in 2016, then I worked as the Yau Chimong South Area Committee member. In the government, again in Hong Kong, there's a 3 committee, advisory committee, is very strong committee, especially the area committee member and the fight crime committee member and the fire safety committee member. These 3 committee members is a very strong committee member, and every Hong Kong have 18 district, and every district have this 3 committee member, and mostly each committee have at least more than 20 to 35 members in there. So and after completion of the South Area Committee member in 2020, there was the Jordan have a very big fire around I think 8 people died, and the 11 people seriously injured. And so what they think is that there's a communication problem with the ethnic minorities. So in 2021 I was again nominated, selected as the fire safety committee member, and until now that I'm a fire safety committee member as well. So all these actually I'm talking about only my volunteer work actually. This is all volunteer work actually. And then of course the main thing is my full-time job is the other thing, you know.
Oh, you still have a full-time job?
Yes, of
No
course,
way.
definitely.
She
Yeah.
still has a full-time job, and plus she's married and she has kids as well. Oh my God.
Yes.
I caught a point where you said that you were not born in Hong Kong, right? And so what were those days? What are the differences which you see, which you probably have seen, or you know, the challenges which you might have, you know, covered when you were young, especially compared to now?
I can say for my childhood was I don't know how to recall, is because maybe I was very, very lucky to have a very you know, the very, you know, the nice parents. I can say is a very, you know, I really want to say thank you to my parents actually, and because of their you know, because my father was the British, I mean the Gorkha soldier, and for me is that what my parents taught me, and be honest and do hard work, you know, and give me a lot of opportunity as well to learn something in the army when I grew up. And this sometimes there should be have a discipline is very, very important in life, and so that's what I learned in my life. And I say you have to be more disciplined, and you try to see that, and respecting others is very important.
You know, your way. And looking at yourself now, I would say you were not born in Hong Kong, and you're not from a political background, and you mentioned that you were a stewardess, right? That
yes.
you used to work in an airline, and you don't even hold the Hong Kong passport. It's just that your urge, you know, your desire to serve the community, and that was all enough. Right? That was just all enough for you to go to the government and say, you know what, I would like to serve the community, give me a chance, and they were like, there you go. Right? Show us what you can do.
Yeah.
And all these while, you know, when you say you began in the year 2000, and then in 2006 they approached you, and 2016, and afterwards as well, like everything before that was voluntary work, right? So you do have the, you know, the courage, and you know, the desire to serve the community. You know, that is the reason why, you know, I have to call you once again the top person, you know, the ordinary person who has become the top person, to not only to do things for herself but for the community, putting the community in front. Plus you are a wife, you are a mother. And you have your other job as well, right? How do you balance?
So this is what I learned from my job actually. So when you are doing, and you have to be on time as well. The time management is very, very important. So maybe it's a passion. It's come from, you know, heart, that you want to do the social work, you know, and it's a volunteer work actually, you know, and then that's why, of course, as you say that as being a mother, it may not be easy actually, but luckily I found my children are okay, you know, they can handle it, you know, the work well, and of course I have a family members, they supported me, especially my husband, and you know, I have my siblings, you know, my sisters, they did help me, you know, when I go out for doing the volunteer work, or when I'm not away, because as a flight attendant you will be away from your home for at least 3-4 days, you know, so that time that the family did supported me actually. So all these things is maybe it's a time management, how you can manage, and if you really like the work, that I'm sure that you can find out the way to do it actually. So maybe for me is maybe I'm not very good in talking, but I prefer to doing is the one thing is you have to do more and show them that you're really willing to do, and you want to integrate with the community, you know, especially of course local community. It's actually is our Asian community, especially Nepalese and other community is the little bit conservative community. Actually the Chinese community or the local community is similar actually. So how to win their heart is not easy, of course, but of course you have to be open actually, you know, so then to see how we can integrate together and help each other, then you will be happy as well, I can say that.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And now you're doing so much that I don't believe that we can cover that in the entire, you know, podcast for today. Could you share a little bit about your future plans? What do you see coming up in the future for you? Because it's already so much done. So many people, when they reach that level, they're like, you know, I'm done, I don't have anything else. But what about you?
Well, first is, as I say, is the education is the most important, especially the language. We can improve our language. How I can, in future coming days that I can, have a language class or anything that any other, the NGOs, they need my help. So please let me know. I will send the message to the government, and I think they do have this kind of the budget. They have to, especially for the education side. So I can give this message how to do the proposal or anything that to the government. And another thing is as the health, as we are all getting old. I can say the health is very, very important. A lot of our family members, they may not aware that the health issue is very, very important. So I will see that how I can give the message to the public, that especially our community, about the health issue, that where to find and how to do it, and is the last one is I always look for the youngs. It's like you, as Dave, like Dave as well. So, and all the youngsters that we see, that how we can help especially our children and the young people in Hong Kong, especially at our EM community, that how we can help them. So I found that our youngster should have to find a better job in future. Of course, my parents or our parents used to work in the army or other civil servant job, but the same times, why not we can get in the civil service a better job or other better job actually. So this one also another things that we are looking for it as well, and I'm also trying to help coming days in our community. Yeah.
Wow. So as you guys know, there's no stopping to this lady. All right, she's very, very eager to help the community, educating and job wise or whatever. So yes, we do need people like them in the board or the council who can help us deliver the message to the right people, the right authorities, so when then it can benefit us all. So don't hesitate. If you have any questions or whatever, you can reach out to people like Aruna Gurung, who can help you in various aspects. As you know already, she has been tapping on everything, and she's been happily willing to help you guys and help us, most importantly, and dedicate her time. So yes, now, ma'am, after all this, I would just like you to help me send a message to the people out there, the viewers, especially the youngsters, if they want to pursue a career like you, they want to help the community and have the desire of helping people out, and how they can pursue that. Just short and nice for them, please.
So as I say, that volunteer work should come from the heart actually. So you try to serve this community. As I say, is we are Hong Kong resident, and you have to like this city actually first, because I really like this city. Of course, everything is very convenient. So you once you like this city, and your heart will come out from, why not we integrate with the community and we help each other, and you can do more volunteer work and see with the government officials and anything. You try to approach them and to see that how you can help. That is the main platform for you in future, that you can be better than me actually, or better than a better position in future. Yeah. Okay.
But again, thank you once again. We hope to have you next time as well, and you guys stay connected, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Okay, thank you, Dave. Thank you, everyone.
Oh yes, and one more thing, guys. Again, if you know anyone whose story is worth sharing, you think this person has inspired you, motivated you, or spread positivity, please do let me know, as I would love to have them on my show to use this platform to spread happiness and positivity. Cheers.